Hello, hello, welcome back to another episode of Vanilla Minecraft Let's Play. We are, pressing the wrong button. We are actually right below the desert, where I was doing some sand mining and we had set up the beacon. But I did some speed mining down here with, this German efficiency pick. Has efficiency 5 and I'm breaking 3 on it. Did some mining on a stream. And this is pretty much all I've done, mining-wise down here. I also did some mining up there, which, that's why the shovel's about gone. But we have 3 double chests worth of cobblestone, nearly half a chest of each of the granite, andesite, and diorite. Another chest of cobblestone there, very little dirt, very little gravel, and another about half a chest of half a double, so a regular chest of more cobblestone. And this is all the ores I've gotten while mining down here. Notice the lack of diamond. I started mining at Y16, which is a very tip-top edge of where you can find diamonds. Not one was in the floor anywhere around here. It's kind of... Excuse me just a moment. It's kind of sad that I couldn't find a single diamond. But I do realize I'm a bit too high up. And I've been mining upwards. I'll be mining down another 3 to 4 blocks down to Y12, where the lava lake fills in a ravine, which I was going to show you a ravine that I found. I believe it's over here. Yeah, pretty sure it's over here. On the bat. Yeah. So we might do some exploration in this ravine at some point. I don't know if there's many caves going off of that, but I know there was some caves around here, hence the zombie sounds. But, did some mining there. That pick, by the way, the German efficiency pick, cannot be repaired anymore for cheap. I have yet to check what the repair level cost would be, but I've already repaired it 3 times. So, it's going to be very expensive, at least 30 levels. I'm probably going to have to put it around 34, 35 levels for another repair, and I don't have that many levels on me right now. Whoa. Fallen holes, still a thing. Okay, but on us we have nothing of cluttering kind of support anyway. We are not going to fight the Ender Dragon. We are actually going to head back to the main base. Hello. Head back to the main base and actually work on some sandstone village stuff. Kind of coming up with some designs, kind of talk a bit, whatnot. And you know what? I am a derp. You know why? I forgot all the sand and sandstone back at the other place. Give me a moment. I'll actually meet you guys over at the main base once I have transfer some of this stuff. Oh, just a quick little note. I did get 4 more wither skeleton skulls, so we do have enough skulls there for another 9 withers. So we can technically get 10 beacons. We might do some more wither fighting in today's episode. Depends on how I'm feeling, but yeah. Just thought I'd bring that up. I'm going to continue bringing over some sandstone and sand from the other place now, though. Yay, brain! Alrighty, got most of the stuff over there, just wanted to come back, check out a few things. Also wanted to repair this shovel. 2 levels for that, that is perfectly fine. Also wanted to check on the repair cost of this pickaxe. 17 levels, huh? Not as expensive as I thought it was going to be. Still pretty expensive considering I don't have the levels for it, but the Silk Touch efficiency 4 pick will have to do for the moment. I'll just go ahead and put those 2 back in there for now. Simply because, by the way, I'm keeping the Silk Touch in use, is because I'm going to need to clean up this glass still. And in case I misplace a glass over there, I don't have to worry about it. But let's actually head on over to where we will be kind of looking out for the area to kind of start this build in and see what kind of design we want to go for. I'm thinking typical or maybe stereotypical even, video game wise anyway. desert towns where they have small ceilings, or short ceilings rather, so it's only like 3 blocks high maybe. Um, the flat roof design where you can kind of get up on top with maybe some sort of tent system on top of it. It's kind of design I am thinking about. Let's see, where was those again? They were off in this way. It's a lot easier to find them during the night because there's like torches in one of the directions. Ah, there they are. Of course, you could also wait for the chest to all load in. That is also an option. Alright, here is all the project chests though. I actually don't have that many of these filled up. I got that one and those two and then partially of that one. But I do have all these chests here just in case I need the extra storage. So I was thinking around here might be the best. It's fairly flat. I don't have to worry about getting into anything. And if we actually head over here, yeah, there's a river over here. If we put the village here, it would make sense for them to exist here simply because of the river right here. I might have to do some terraforming though with the river because I did notice this here was a little pathetic, and I might have to cover this over here. Apparently I've explored there, by the way. I don't recall exploring in there, but okay. Plus, depending on how big we want the village to be, we could actually make a bridge from over there to over here, and kind of maybe put some houses and stuff over here as well, just so they're taking advantage of both sides of the river. We are also fairly dead smack in the center of this desert over here. There's not a whole lot around us. This mountain might give us a better advantage, not advantage, a vantage point, allowing us to see a bit further. Let's head on up here, and we can kind of see what we have space-wise. Alright, I might have to trim that off down a layer or two, like that there might have to go, and then maybe that line there, that block up there, that the cursor's following over. Well, as best as possible, of course. I might trim those 2 layers off, so we're working with a little bit of a plateau. Could also do something over there, maybe with some sort of like temple or something of the sort. But let's see. I'm thinking houses could be 5x7 or so. Interior, by the way, not exterior walls. I'm not talking about the wall sizes. I'm talking about actual floor plans. 5x7, maybe 6x9, and then a few L shapes put into there as well. I don't have any redstone dust on me, so I can't exactly plan this out, but let's go ahead and grab some sandstone here. So we put the sand away. The glass I'll keep on me for now. It's not a problem. It's only a couple stacks. Alright. I also need to go grab some more, grab some red sand for the pathways and whatnot, so that's also a thing I need to do. But yeah, I'm taking this layer here and this layer off. So just a bit larger of an area, maybe a little less bumpy in its terrain. Yeah, something, yeah, just take those layers off. I'll do that off camera though. Alright, but house sizes. Said 5x7, so that's 4, 5. So that would be that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there. And obviously the door would go somewhere in that, but I feel this is big enough house area for a single building. The other one I said was what, 6x9? So if that is 7, that'll be 8, 9, and then like so 3, 4, 5, 6. So there is the 6x9. I'm kind of curious to know if the 6x9 is really reasonable though, because it does feel a bit too large. I could go one size smaller than this and do 4 by 6. Yeah, 4 by 6. Which would give me a building that is oddly shaped because I didn't place the blocks correctly. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 4. Yeah, so that's 4 by 6, 5 by 7, and then 6 by 9. The reason I do that one 6 by 9, by the way, is because once you start getting out wider, considering these are rectangles, I'm going to assume it gets bigger that way a bit faster than it does this way. So more of an exponential growth. Obviously, I could trim this down to 1 block less and make it 6 by 8, but I generally like working with odd numbers. Generally, which is why I made this one the way I did. I feel this size and maybe this size is appropriate if I was to make this an L shape. So this is what, 4 by 6? Yeah, if I made this an L shape where I did something like this. Something like this, yeah, I actually like that shape a bit better, and it does give it a bit more room for the individual house. Yeah, I think I'll go with this one and that one as the general house design. I'll probably change up the sizes here and there, though. Depending on maybe the terrain, I might have to go a bit bigger or a bit smaller. Like if I was to maybe put one house over here and it just happens to be like it might be 1, 2 blocks over, I'll shrink it down a bit and maybe expand it in a different direction just slightly to compensate. That way all the houses aren't exactly identical. But I feel those 2 house designs are kind of what I'm going to go for size-wise. Now, height-wise, I was thinking 3 blocks tall. The 4th block being the ceiling block. So it'd be just 1 block taller than the person. Imagine those would be slabs instead of full blocks, but for now, let's do full blocks. Just, I feel that's high enough. We could put a window here. If we really wanted to. I'm just coming up with some design ideas, by the way. The houses will not actually stay here. And, well, this one might. This one probably not. This one might actually stay here just because it's not actually in a bad spot. Though it is... No, it is on the level I wanted to mine out. Never mind. Yeah, this will work. I feel this is good. And I feel like I'm going to get attacked by zombies and whatnot. You dropped a potato. You dropped a potato. Yeah, so I'm going to do a bit of this planning and mining and stuff off camera. It's so weird, by the way. The chest rendering in and out. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Yeah, it's weird. Whatever, Minecraft, whatever. What do you want to do with rendering? Regardless, so I'm going to do some of this house stuff, house planning and mining off camera. We'll take a look once I have at least most of the mining done and some of the houses started, just so I can get some input from you guys, as well as we can kind of see what's going on around here. Alrighty, I am back. However, have not yet started building anything because I wanted to plan it out with redstone. Actually, I made 37 blocks of redstone back into redstone dust, and I have 36 left of all of that, and all of it's been placed. These pathways between the buildings, these openings, by the way, are to be doors. The pathways between the buildings are 5 blocks wide. I purposely did this so I could actually maybe put like a fence here or here, a couple up, maybe a string in between the doorway, and then carpet above it to have a little awning type thing and I didn't want a 3 wide or even 4 wide pathway because I didn't want to make it feel cramped. I will say that I am probably have to make I'm probably going to make a bridge over to that section over there and put some houses over there, because I feel like how many houses do I have here? 6, 10, 11 right now. I feel like maybe the 15 to 18 houses I'm going to have in this area is not enough. It doesn't feel much like a village to me. Especially not considering I also want to add a blacksmith, a library, and a town hall kind of thing. And some other buildings that would be typical of a, not just a natural village, but a real-life village as well. I'm going to need the extra space, so I'm going to essentially make this area over here part of the main original village, quote-unquote. And that over there, maybe like a house expansion, maybe with like a marketplace over there as well. Or maybe just put a marketplace over there. So it looks like they developed both sides semi-equally, but one definitely looks newer than the older one. I'm not sure I'm able to pull that off that well. Like, I don't know if I'm able to really age in this area by much compared to that area. If you have any ideas how to do that, that does not resort to using texture packs of any kind, feel free to let me know. Maybe there's a cracked sandstone block variant, or I don't know. Maybe there's some form of where I could maybe show that this area is a little bit older than the one over there. At least that's what I'm going for. And I wouldn't say much older, maybe by about 5 to 10 years older in terms of like building age. So enough to maybe where a brick or two fell out of this area over here or something like that. But, yeah. I have no idea how long this episode's been going on for, but I am going to wait for the daytime and maybe wrap it up, or maybe actually having started building. I don't know. We'll see in a moment. Alrighty. Got most of the building's frames up, and I am confused on where exactly I am in the village already, and I don't even have that many buildings here. Just have the framework, so I don't have the windows properly set into place yet. I don't have the roofs in. I don't have the means to get on top of the roof in yet. Stuff like that. By the way, you may notice the pathways between these buildings are 3 blocks wide. The pathway, in order to get to the roof of any of these buildings, will actually be on the outside. There'll be a staircase leading on up to the rooftop itself. And I'm not entirely sure what I want to use for the floor. I thought about using some sandstone stairs upside down because I believe it gives a different texture than the top of a sandstone block. Let's actually quickly check this. I know with quartz stairs and whatnot, you can actually do this and you'll get a different texture than what you see there. Yeah, you do get a different texture. I think if you look at the bottom of this, it's a different texture. It's actually roughly the same texture as the side of this, but it's not exactly identical as any side of this except for the bottom of this, bottom of the sandstone block itself. But I think the texture is actually rotated ever so slightly, or maybe not. Regardless, though, the bottom texture of this looks different than the top when you flip the stair over. So perhaps we'll use this texture for the floor. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with that because that's a lot of stairs. 6 to 4, so you do lose 2 blocks per sandstone block. So on top of the already loss of the fact that it's 4 to 1 with the sand, it's even more of a loss when you go to convert them to stairs, so I'm not entirely sure if I want to. But that does give a better look of a floor in these buildings than just sand or even birch, because that'll be a wood material, and it's kind of weird for them to have wood in a desert, if you will. But yeah, we got a little bit of this area done, the framework done. I still have more planning to do for the houses and whatnot. I think by the time next episode starts, because I'll be ending this one in a moment, I'll have more of the houses planned out, or more of the buildings rather. They don't all have to be houses. As well as having gotten some red sand and red sandstone and stuff like that, so we can actually make use of it and work on this a bit more next episode. But until next time, guys, hope you enjoyed. Take it easy.